Good evening, everyone. Give me just a minute. I'm still trying to get set up. Hey, Lonnie. Good evening. How are you doing? I like that about the weeds. That's good. Okay, there we go. Okay, think I'm almost set up here. Hello. How is everyone this evening? Tired? Uh, was trying to hurry and get here. Took me 20 minutes to get gas. Almost ended up, well, teaching a very old white man, well, not really old, not much older than me, what Southern manners should be. But yeah, oh, I tell you, some of these people are just getting ugly and hostile, and he thought he was going to be allowed to scream at me. Well, I used international sign language, and he really started screaming at me, and I'm like, going, you don't want to mess with me, old man. Hey, Bounty, how are you doing, sister? But other than that, it's been a good day. I'm not going to let that man make me mad for too much longer because that really highly made me mad because I was in line for the gas. I was two cars behind the truck. And when it come my time, I started pull in, and this dude in a great big brand new, let's just put it like this, I look at these expensive vehicles as houses on wheels. And he just zooped right in front of me. I'm like, well, hit me. Come on, hit me. You're going to pay for me. You're going to pay dearly. But yeah, but I'm laughing at it now because he sure did not like, you know, a woman giving him international sign language lesson. He just needed a reboot to remember what it meant. But other than that, I ended up getting my gas. Karma got him. I died laughing because he jumped in front of me. I just finally pulled out. I'm like, well, I'm going to move before I hurt this man or really scream even worse than he was. Oh, you got some rain. Wonderful. I'm still shocked that y'all haven't had much snow or rain up there. It's got to be weird for you. But yeah, 20 minutes to get gas. 20 minutes. Tell you, these people are getting more and more hateful, and I'm not liking it, not one bit. But yeah, what I was trying to say, karma got him because a woman, and because he's got one of them great big brand new oversized trucks that most of us women down south know they have a certain problem, and we laugh about it when you get them big trucks and you're a little man. But some woman in one of those itty bitty cars that I'd be, leery to death to be in, pulled in behind him to go get some smokes or something and blocked him in so he couldn't get out. So I couldn't help it. I was busting out laughing, and I thought, just dessert for you. Oh, it was. It was. How are y'all doing this evening on my owls? Well, all the owls, not my owls, but all the owls. I get excitable, and it'd been a nice, quiet, mild, peaceful day today. And then I go to get gas. Oh, I've been doing some more studying on rungia, the mushroom plant that I bought. I bought one at the farmer's market and got another one at the nursery. Go to find out it's native to Papua New Guinea. It does not like full sun. It likes more shade, which is fine for me. I'll pot it up and put it under the oak tree. But it has in its leaves has more chlorophyll than any plant. It has more protein than actual mushrooms. Now, when you eat it plain, you can eat it on sandwiches and salads and stuff. But if you throw it in soup or saute it, the mushroom flavor intensifies even more. So, and it's also a medicinal as well. It's good for it can be a diuretic, but what I found interesting is they give it to children that have smallpox to ease uh, the disease. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I am so happy to hear that, and hopefully, is she home yet, or is she still in the hospital? Good evening. All the owls are flying in. But I am so happy to hear that. Oh, that's even better. She'll heal even better being home, because yeah, you don't heal much at the hospital because one, they freeze you to death, but that's to keep germs down, the coldness. But they're not going to let you sleep at night. The vampires swoop in to get blood drawn and everything. You don't go to the hospital expecting to get sleep. That's wonderful to hear. She'll do a whole lot better. She'll do a whole lot better at home. Hello, Beverly. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Pauletta. Good evening. Thank you. I appreciate that. It means the world to me when people say they love my channel. It means I'm doing something right. And I'm doing my best to teach everyone as much as possible. And as you notice with the video this morning, even I'm still learning. You never stop learning, always learning. Oh, listen, it was all an illusion. I feel bad because there are some really good videos out there about uh, World Naked Gardening Day. I feel bad about, making a funny video and everything because some people really made some wonderful videos. I haven't seen that one, but you need to watch Hagthorn. I think it's her name, her channel. It was the poem to World Naked Gardening Day. It was a beautiful video. I was doing one to make everybody laugh. Listen, I was house sitting this weekend and I was out in the woods. There were way too many mosquitoes and way too many ticks around there for me to go completely naked. So, y'all don't worry. I haven't lost my mind. I wasn't running around naked. Now, I did not have a shirt on. I'll admit that. And I'm not going to lie. It's been a long time since I've walked around without a shirt on. I had a bra on. Uh, Listen, I couldn't have done my video at my house if my life depended on it. No, no. The only reason I done the video was I was down in the woods where it was private, and but when the shirt come off, the wind started blowing. I ain't gonna lie, that felt wonderful. Felt wonderful. Yes, the mosquitoes are horrible. but I couldn't help it. I had to make a video about it. The other one called the cops. Good evening, David Gray. How are you doing? But I just wanted to make it. I thought here's my chance to make everyone at least laugh some during the day. No, there was no neighbor. Well, there's neighbors, but they're not real close down where I was house sitting at. I'm still above ground doing great. Knowing that I made people laugh makes me feel great. But I couldn't help it. I was in the woods. It was perfect timing. All I done, I had still had my bra on. I didn't have a. I wished I would have had a tube top. It would have been more comfortable, but I'd be arrested. That's great. Yes, I've done. Cause down where I was at, ticks are really bad. I got 3 ticks off of me, but they're good. I done doctored them and everything. Killed them, of course, and doctored them. But yeah, all I done is pulled my bra straps down. Like I said, it was all an illusion because if I was somewhere else, I could have, if I wanted to be naked. But no, I'm good. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I've gone naked many times before, not where I lived a long time ago, because, well, we was out in the boonies. Where I live now, not a chance on earth for me to go naked. I couldn't help it. I was having so much fun. It was hard not to bust out laughing, and all of that was on the fly. I didn't write nothing down. It wasn't scripted, but I couldn't help it. It was perfect timing. I almost forgot about World Naked Day, but when we got back from the nursery, I'm like, "Oh crap! It's World Naked Day. I got to make a video real fast." My other half just looked at me and busted out laughing. I've had quite a few viewers, and I know of at least one has subscribed because of she had searched World Naked Gardening Day videos and loved my content on my channel, so she subscribed. Now her and also don't forget that Black's Tropical Homestead also done a World Naked Day video. Theirs went wild now. I ain't gonna lie, theirs went wild. But other than that, I was just having fun. Seeing if I could get anybody to laugh and maybe go out and make a video too. Um, Now she subscribed to my channel. Now hers is more of an elegant video, not the funny like me. There's quite a few. There was a really older lady in France that made one too. Uh, but Hagthorn is her name, and hers is a poem that she wrote, and it's really it's tasteful. What is going on? Yeah, ticks can be very miserable. But you can do a YouTube search for World Naked Gardening Day 2022. Now, it'll pop up some that are 8 and 5 years old on down. There's not a whole lot of videos were made, But there were some really funny ones like mine and some really tastefully done ones. I couldn't help it. I had to laugh. My worry was I was scared people was going. I think one person or two unsubscribed from me over it because I noticed my numbers went down by two people. So I think somebody got mad at, or two people got mad at me. But it wasn't like I was actually naked showing it all. I tell you, yeah, that would scare the daylights out of y'all. Oh no, I'm not going naked hiking. No, I'm not crazy now. Hey Duval, good evening. How are you doing? That's perfectly fine. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, the reason me and my other half went. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, black flies, that'd be a nope. That'd be about as bad as going out there when the deer flies come out or the horse flies. I've heard a few horse flies buzz around. I had one buzz behind me. I'm like, oh no, I'm done. I'm done. But I'm not gonna lie, even though I still had a bra on, y'all just couldn't tell. Uh, it felt wonderful when the breeze blew and I didn't have the shirt on. It was very nice. Skin place for my tatas. Yes. When I heard that horsefly buzz behind me, I knew I was done. But it was just at the right time when the mosquitoes kind of start. You might see a couple come out here and there. So timing was epic. Hello, Regina. Welcome to chat. How are you doing this evening? But like I said, my goal was yes, encourage people to get out there. If nothing else, women, you can put a tube top on and shorts. You don't have to be all natural out there, but I couldn't help it. I was laughing at myself what I was coming up with in the video. I'm like going, oh, this is just too much fun. And of course, I had just gotten the herbs, so yep, I had to do the plant the organic herbs all natural. Yep, I was covered. I wasn't naked. I was naked from chest up. I had pants on, shoes. Only thing I didn't have up was my bra straps because no, where I was at is a no no. Thank you, Beverly. I wanted everybody to just laugh for a change. I did have worries that, a whole bunch of people would unsubscribe because, they would think I was actually naked. Yes, I wanted to participate. I wanted to have fun and I wanted to get other people laughing and maybe go out there because you could do tasteful videos like I did and have fun with it and have a tube top on and everything. Now, there were some serious people who were actually naked. Now, I'm fine with that. Once you see one naked person, they all look the same pretty much to me. It don't phase me anymore. It just don't. It don't. Because you know what? This is just the vessel. This isn't what matters. What matters is on the inside. And like I tell people, the most beautiful person on the outside can be the ugliest, horrible person on the inside. It's all on what's on the inside and what your heart is. This means nothing. It's just what, keeps us alive. until it's time to move on. I'd be naked and very afraid. Yes, a good heart's what matters. This don't mean nothing, because like I said, the and I don't like using the word ugly, but homely or down to earth person. What a person people deem ugly, which I no, I don't do that. They can have the most beautiful heart and spirit, and yeah, pretty don't mean nothing. Handsome don't mean nothing, because vanity. I'm trying not to preach, but I'm just saying, yeah. But yeah, there was quite a few. One man, I watched him. Like I said, you got to YouTube, do the search in YouTube for World Naked Gardening Day. There was one dude. I'm like going, go man, you're a whole lot braver than me. Now he got a good ways away from the camera, so everything was kind of fuzzy. He just stripped down in the woods and started walking. I'm like going, oh no, I know what lies in the woods around here. It's called mosquitoes, ticks, biting flies, horse flies, chiggers. No, no, thank you. There's a limitation to being naked. But it was fun. It was great. I don't know about that one. But yeah, if you YouTube search, there's some really good ones. And the French lady, that I'm just like going, oh my gracious, that's great. And then she ended it. Yes, yes, I had said earlier that they done a really good one. Theirs has went viral. Yeah, very true. Yeah, I know what's in the woods back east too. And then there's, especially on men, there's some parts when you get hot and sweaty, they'll start sticking. That can get painful. Believe me, women going hiking naked start sweating. I don't even want to think about the chafing that could happen. Yeah, well, around here we got those that I call the B-52 bomber mosquitoes. You hear them coming before you ever see them. So yeah, no, I don't walk around and go, "Hey, look at me! I'm a free buffet." Oh my gracious, that's great. You better be careful where them branding irons land. Oh, that's just too hilarious. Yep, that's for those that are really brave. But yeah, I just wanted to have fun and make people laugh because that's what I like to do. I love comedy, and I am so bad. I could do comedy on a fly, and on the fly, and it just rolls. And I was just having way too much fun. I done watched my video 2 or 3 times now and done busted out laughing. And I bust out laughing when I'd go au natural and I do my eyes and I go, oh God, I gotta stop that. Yeah, down here in the south, you even got to watch out about that skinny dipping and where you go swimming, because there's always a chance that there's a big, big old gar, there's a leech, and of course now, uh, oh, what are they? Hold on, muskrat or snapping turtle. Oh Lord forbid a snapping turtle, alligator snapper gets after you. Oh no, I wasn't nowhere. I wouldn't have done it if I was anywhere near my house. No, no. But I was house sitting, and it was just a perfect opportunity. The restrictions would be nice. Yeah, yeah. Well, stuff's moving all around down here because of all the rain and the flooding. And yep, I know for a fact there's plenty of leeches down in Mississippi and Louisiana and up around here in certain places too. So you got to be careful everywhere. And then also there's snakes as well. Those that like to hide underwater that'll get you. So if skinny dipping, no, no, I'm good unless it's a above ground pool or in ground pool where there's not deep water. I'm fine because yeah, this old girl don't swim. I swim like a professional rock. I have tried. I finally gave up. Yeah, I can't even float. Nope, I haven't got anything started yet because I'm a hoping I'm hoping by the end of this week I might can till my garden. That's how much rain we have had. I walked let's see, when was it? Friday, Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. I walked out on what I call my Vintopia. Well, it didn't jiggle like a waterbed, so it's starting to dry out. But other than that, we have such a long growing season here. I was planning on getting my tomatoes started tomorrow. I'll have plenty of time. But I'll be able, if I can get the garden tilled sometime this week, or at least by this weekend, I can get my beans in, my okra, and other stuff. We can grow usually all from, now, of course, weather's changing too. We can almost grow year round. It depends on uh, what you're growing, but the warm months, and we've been having some cold weather, is usually from March all the way to October. Sometimes we don't get our first frost till November. So we got plenty of time. Believe me, I'm irked that I haven't been able to get my garden in, but when when you try to till and you're just tilling up mud because the water level there for the longest in my garden was just below the ground, just barely below the surface. Yeah, there's no gardening in that because it'll rot your seeds out. All right, somebody's talking about me. Sorry, or either coming to visit. But yeah, I looked up this weekend. Now I meant I busted my tail cleaning houses. Um, and that's why I said I've worked too hard. I'm gonna get me something for Mother's Day, and that's how I ended up being able to get the herbs and stuff. Ooh, yeah. Get you some fly strips. Fly tape should help, or sticky traps too. Sue, you're not late. You have landed exactly when you're supposed to. We haven't been talking long at all. Don't you worry about it. Oh, and good evening. How are you doing? No, everybody comes when they can. I'm thankful that everyone shows up. I am. I just ask everybody to please click like. Let me tell you, I'm starting to find black walnut trees coming up all over the place. Those little furry rascals, and I'm using that term lightly, have apparently hid black walnuts all over the place, and they have some timers and don't remember where they plant them at all. Oh, and I also wanted to say my calendula seeds that I planted are coming up already. Fast germination. Now I've got to get some more things started. I'll be doing more gardening videos this week, but we've got 3 really hot days coming up, and to be honest, we haven't acclimated to the heat yet because usually we have a slow climb. Oh no! Tomorrow we start. What is it? 91. Uh, Wednesday we're supposed to be 93. Thursday 92, and then we go back down in the upper 80s. I'm not ready for 90s yet. It's too early. All right, now when you go to germinate acorns, look them over real good. Make sure you don't see any little holes in them. If there's any little holes in them, that means the weevil was in them, and they're no good. Um, I hate to say it, but there's some chemical ones that sometimes we have to use down here. There's one now. A friend of mine got it for me. It was a spray can. Now you can get it in like Walmart in the sporting goods section. Well, oh, I know, but we get up in the hundreds, but not like you. But to go from lower 70s, boom up in the 90s, yeah, we like to acclimate it. But it's a spray. Now, what you do is you take whatever shirt, or actually, I don't spray the shirt. I just spray the pants and the shoes and the socks. Um, you'll want to spray them outside, and what you do is let it completely dry. And let me tell you, it is one heck of a tick repellent. Wait a minute, you got a sunburn or windburn? Was you running around naked too? But most of the time, if it gets soaked, now I try to use my own, and I need to make a video about I couldn't help it. I had to joke there, Kathy. Now, I usually make my own, and I need to make a video this week and post it about making my own natural bug spray. But sometimes down here in the South, you have to fight even tougher. And unfortunately, my that spray can of stuff is very good. Then there's cutters, but I don't. I try not to put it on my skin at all. I will spray my clothes. I'm fine with spraying my clothes, just not on my skin if it can be helped. Yeah, I heard it was cold up there. And hello, welcome to chat. I appreciate you coming in. I'm worried about messing up your name, but here we go. We're going Tawana. Am I right? I don't like messing people's names up at all, and I apologize in advance. Oh, that kind of bug spray. Yes, you can make. I make mine with essential oils, but what I like to use is either witch hazel or rubbing alcohol as the base because it'll stick longer to your skin. Now you can do like you can make one that's oh, what is it? Give me a minute. Like either an avocado oil or shea butter oil, and that will actually soak onto your skin and last longer. Now, of course, after a while, the alcohol, witch hazel, will evaporate. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I'm happy to hear that. I thought your name sounded familiar. I'm sorry. I've just been so busy with my other half being down. I've got a lot on me. I'm doing double time. I thought that name sounded familiar. Yes, the tea tree will help big time too. So will basil. And another good one. And I'm not talking about Chinese or Asian um, beauty berries. If you have American, the native beauty berries, the leaves are a bug repellent as well. Now you can make a tea with the beauty berry leaves and spray it on you. They work wonders, and that's all natural too. I'm so happy to hear that it helped your husband out. I love my elderberry syrup and believe in it completely. If you want to just email me, uh, all lowercase, all one word, old ways gardening and prepping, and gmail.com. Sorry, spacing out here. um, just let me know, and I'll talk back with you, and then that way we can figure out getting you another shipment of elderberry syrup. Now, I'll tell you some of the suggestions that they give you for skin bug spray. You can't go by that. Now, getting back to getting back to you, Tamara. I'm sorry I got on the bug spray on the skin. A really good one is making a tea out of cayenne pepper flakes or crushed pepper flakes. Brew that tea up for a while, strain it really good. Be real careful and put it in either a pump sprayer, but you got to make sure it's good and strained. A pump sprayer or a hand sprayer, and you can spray your plants with that. It won't hurt them at all. Now, another one, I'll post it in the comment section of this live later on. It'll probably be late tonight or tomorrow morning when I can get to it, and I'll pin it so it'll be up on top. Um, oh, good grief. Humble Servants Homestead blessed me with a really good bug spray recipe as well. That's all natural. Now I can't remember the measurements for it, but it was, I think, peppermint castile soap, and I can't remember, so I'm just going to leave it there. I'll pin it on in the comment section of this live stream. But yeah, it's really good. It works wonderful. And now, which kind of plants are you trying to protect from bugs? Now, just like when you do the pepper spray, it's going to last until it rains. Anything, and that's the only thing about doing it organically. When it rains, it's going to wash off the pepper spray and all that. You'll have to redo it. Actually, you could, if you could see the aphids, you can actually use a little bit in a spray bottle, in a regular size spray bottle. You can use what is a teaspoon of Dawn dish soap and what is it? It's lavender, I think. Lavender or rosemary, and it'll kill them. Yeah, peppermint oil. Yeah, that'll work too. But you got to be careful. You don't want to mix it too strong where you burn your plant. But it's like, I think it's like a teaspoon, and this is for a big, big size, regular size spray bottle, not one of those little bitty that fit in your hand spray bottle. But you want to do at least a teaspoon of Dawn dish soap, preferably the blue Dawn dish soap, and it can be the peppermint oil or it can be the rosemary oil, and that should work wonders for those aphids. Now, also, another way you could fight other bugs, but like I said, unfortunately, organic fighting bugs can be harder because a lot of times it don't stick on the plants. It'll stick until the rain comes or you have to water your plants. You can also spread diatomaceous earth around the bases of your plants as well. Yeah. Now, if you're going to use two essential oils, I'd only use a half a teaspoon of each because you don't want to make it too strong to where you burn your plants. But the combination of both should work very well. All right, somebody's talking about me. It is good seeing you too. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. I'm happy that it worked so well. But yeah, I'm picky about the Dawn. Just use the blue Dawn, the original Dawn, because that's what they use. If it's safe to wash the animals, get the oil off the animals, it'll be fine for your plants as well. And I also know everybody's waiting for me to do the fertilizer video for what I use during the grow off. I've got to make that video this week. And since the ground's probably going to be drying up and I'm going to get to plant my stuff, I got to get my other fertilizer video made as well. Because I don't like the other Dons because you really don't know what all else they've added to it. And I look at it like this: I don't use the antimicrobial on the bugs because, I really don't want to make them little things healthier. If they were beneficial bugs, I'd be fine with it. But yeah, no, I don't want to make all these bugs healthier. Have you ever grown them any cat grass? Now your ginger might keep on shooting up more roots, so don't more leaves, so don't get too disheartened with it. Because for cats you can grow, of course, catnip. There's also cat mint, and then there's cat grass, and it's all good for them. You got some persistent cats there. But yeah, all those herbs well, not all of them, but most of them were new to me, and I'm just tickled to death to have new additions. They won't. I got some picky cats, but they'll eat the wheatgrass. Oh my gracious! Yeah, I ain't even thought about green beans in the ground yet because the seeds would just rot. That's some messed up cats. No, those are cats with catitude. But like I said, hopefully by the end of this week, I'm gonna start getting to till and work the garden up. Yeah, it'll be fine. Won't hurt them a bit. Now, actually, if you study up on certain, especially the mushrooms that a lot of people like to plug, which you can also grow the same in the same method that I did. There's certain woods that they like. I know for a fact that there's certain mushrooms that love spruce trees. There's certain mushrooms that love pine trees. And if you were able to get those wood chips to put in beds as well, they'd do great there too. Oh my gracious, you've let them little boogers go wild, haven't you? Or either you got some that are just way too smart for their own good. But yeah, all those trees, I know for a fact there's certain mushrooms because research on each of the mushrooms, which tree is usually their host tree or what trees they love. Um, that's just like morels, like just about anyone. Now, of course, now they prefer to be around um, elm trees and old apple trees. You can find morels around them too, but morels grow everywhere in the woods as long as the spores have started there. That's the tricky part. Oh, you're welcome. Now, like I said, look up each mushroom. That's just like hen of the woods and chicken of the woods. I think they're the same. I can't remember. I haven't had enough sleep. Uh, There's certain trees they like to grow on. Well, they don't have to grow on trees. They'll still grow in those beds, just like, that I built for the morels. And just see what trees they like. And if you can get those wood chips, all the better. But a lot of times, mushrooms will grow in in mulch anyway because it just makes them happy. Now I saw quite a bit of mycelium starting to grow. So, like I said, I could easily get mushrooms in a couple of weeks, depending on how happy they get. All right, I'm tired of this. I can get mushrooms in a couple of weeks. I can get mushrooms in a month, couple months. Might be some this fall, or it might be until next year. You never know. It's a chance you take. I've seen them uh, fruit very early. I've seen them fruit late. It's all up to the mushrooms and how happy they are and how strong the spore is. Now, any of the other mushrooms you want to grow, except for the white button mushrooms, because a lot of times when they're in the grocery store, the spores have, barely died from being refrigerated for so long, and or they're picked too early to where they don't have any. Um, if you can find other fresh mushrooms, um, you can make that same slurry instead of using the spores from you know the spores like I bought in the syringes. If you can find the fresh ones in the wild, you can put them in the blender and make the same slurry. It'll still work, but you got to make sure that they're fresh, and as long as they're fresh and haven't started to deteriorate really bad, your spores will still be in those mushrooms. And I love growing mushrooms. Yes, I admit I'm a mushroomaholic. But there's a whole lot more mushrooms I want to grow. I want to grow the shiitake. I want to grow the maitake. I want to do the lion's mane, um, reishi, of course, a whole bunch more. I want to do the medical mushrooms as well, so I can make tinctures up. And a lot of people don't know, as long as you get a fresh log and seal those ends with beeswax, uh, you can inoculate the logs with real turkey tail mushrooms, and they'll grow that way too. Yes, yes, you can grow portobellos. Now, don't try to do it from store, like grocery store mushrooms. A lot of times those spores don't count. You'll need to order them from a reputable source for the spores, or now you could also get away. I know the small kits are expensive, but if the kit's already been inoculated and ready to go, guess what? You can break that kit up all into that raised bed, and yes, inoculate your bed that way too. And anybody that's grown mushroom kits, they can take all that inoculated mycelium in those kits and spread it out and start other mushroom beds. Yeah, you can portobellos, you can grow the white button mushrooms, shiitakes, just about anything that you can find in the store, you can grow yourself. But like I said, I wouldn't trust store bought if you know somebody that has a mushroom farm. You know somebody that has a mushroom farm, and you can talk to them and maybe get some of their mycelium. Yeah, you can start it yourself. Or if you want to inoculate like jars of, sometimes people use, what is that, rye seed? or wheat or rye berries or something like that, or coffee grounds, and inoculate that and get the mycelium growing in that. You can also take that out and sprinkle on top of your mushroom beds and make sure that they get in real good. And yeah, you can inoculate beds that way. There's all kinds of ways you can do it. I'm still laughing about Kathy's cats. You're gonna have a talk with those babies. Might have to start your own circus there for a minute with those cats. You're missing making money with those cats. But I hope that helps you, David. Um, Now, if you could go to like a farmer's market and there's a mushroom seller there, find out how fresh and how the mushrooms were grown. Those mushrooms might have spores in them as well. There's just all kinds of ways to do it. No, no hawthorn berries growing near me, but I do have uh, two mayhaws planted, but they haven't bloomed yet that I know of. I'm still waiting for them to bloom, but I haven't had. Yes, I fully admit I'm a mushroomaholic, and I have no shame. If I thought I could have got the chanterelles that I bought at the farmers market when I went down to New Orleans to uh, to get the spores off of them, I would have done that. But I bought them down there, and yeah, it was a little long before I got back home. So yeah, just you want to try to get them as fresh as can. Yeah, you're gonna have a talk with those. Now I know a lot of people don't like it. Have you tried a spray bottle? Well, I know, but a lot of people don't do it because they call it abuse. Hey, Ark Wildman, welcome to chat. How are you doing? Good evening. Well, a lot of people call it abuse. I look at it like this: cats and dogs are an extended version of your children. They have to mind and behave just like your children do. They abuse me. After what you said, I agree. And don't worry, I have cats that like to abuse people too. That's just like when I come here, Jana mugs me. She's not happy until she gets to up and up mug me, and then she's good. After she gets her first mugging in, she's fine. My kids won't even take them. You got some feral cats there. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I can't help but laugh on that. I'm sorry. I know it's not funny, but it is. Believe me, I had a cat nobody wanted to fool with. Nobody wanted to fool with him. His name was Fang. He got his name justly. It's bad, but it's funny. I can't help it. You don't have to worry about your kids stealing your cats. Oh my God, that's great. But yeah, I fully believe I will squirt them if I have to. Mine know better. They don't get on the table. They know better to get on the counter because they know I'm a dead aim with the squirt bottle. And after a while, they usually mind. These cats got you fooled. But yeah, all those the newest herbs, I'm looking forward to them, especially that mushroom plant. There's I've got more research to do on it. And if it really helps with smallpox, like it says, and it's diuretic and everything, that's going to be a good one to make medicine out of. Their inheritance is tied to cats. Oh my god, that's too funny. Yes, I love cats too. I can't help it. They have such cat, such they're such characters, and each one of them is completely different. No two are the same. But with the another good thing about the mushroom plant, I wanted to say is if you're allergic to mushrooms, you can actually now get to enjoy mushrooms because this plant is not related at all to mushrooms. The leaves just have the mushroom flavor. They actually have more protein, the leaves do, than mushrooms do. And for those who are allergic to mushrooms, can eat the plant safely. And for those that have trouble with fungal infections and stuff, can eat this plant as well without having breakouts and everything. Yeah, I was happy about that plant. And the thyme, that one time I got the caraway thyme, I'm telling you, it smells just like fresh caraway. And of course, now I love my rye bread and I love Reubens, so that's going to be fun to grow. Now the weird one is the basil scented mint. That's going to make some really good jelly or for vinegars, or can also use it for marinades and stuff. Yes, I love eating mushrooms, but now finding this plant that, because I know quite a few people who are allergic to mushrooms, can now enjoy mushrooms without having to worry about going into anaphylactic shock, which is a wonderful thing. And you can eat the leaves raw, but if you cook the plant or the leaves, the mushroom flavor gets stronger. So those who can't have mushrooms can once again enjoy mushrooms. I can't help it. I gotta have my outside cats. Well, the outside cats find me, and I have to say I haven't seen Houdini in 2 weeks, so I'm worried that either something got him or some of those people, not these, but those people around where I live might have snagged him for fighting pit bull, fighting dog training. I'm still hoping that he'll show up, but it's been a while. So I'm missing my Houdini terribly. And some other cats come up out of nowhere. Poor little thing. He ain't little, he's a big one. He was starving, so I fed him this morning. Yeah, I'm missing my Houdini. And it's bugging the heck out of me because every once in a while I'll hear his meow, but I can't see him anywhere. So, yeah, it's weighing heavy on me because it's not the same going outside, not being shadowed by Houdini. Oh, I know it. There's other big channels doing their live streams tonight, so yeah, they all tend to go to the bigger live streams. I've got some die-hard owls in here though that stick with my live stream. Thank you, Arkwall, man. I appreciate that very much. I really do. How many orphan calves you up to now? I knew about the one. That's fine. I understand everybody's busy. That's perfectly fine. Love you too, and hopefully you'll get to come back. If not, you can always catch the replay. Well, I'd love to do that too, but these were already feral cats. Well, Houdini cat, not plural. Houdini was a feral cat, but I think he also was owned. So, what I'm actually hoping that happened is that his owners actually moved and took him with them. But yeah, I'm just hoping that he's just going to show up. Oh, that's okay, Duval. That's fine. I know you're busy. I know everybody's busy. I'm always thankful for everyone that comes in. It means the world. Even if you're just listening, that means the world to me. And I knew you were busy in the garden. You got to do it when it's cooler. Believe me, down there, I know it gets muggy. Yeah, eventually, what if we ever get mega rich? Well, not mega rich, but once we can ever get that farm I keep wishing for, I'll have a special place for the cats so they'll be safe and sound and be able to go out. Yeah, it's going to be prepared, Arkwall, man. Next 3 days is going to be rough. We're hitting the 90s. And yeah, I enjoyed this past weekend. That's why I told everybody enjoy this cool snap. Enjoy Blackberry Winter while you can because Blackberry Winter is not going to last long. And every one of these little cool spells of the 7 winters we have in the South is always a blessing. Oh, it's going to get way hotter than that later on, but it's kind of early for us. I came home, took a nap. Don't blame me on that one. I don't blame you. You're a teacher, right? If I remember right. Won't be long, and little boogers will be out of school. I'm dreading that one around my place because, man, they get into such mischief and they're so hateful, so hateful. That's what I thought. Yeah, they're starting to really crank up because they know it's going to be summer break before long. But yeah, I'm dreading. I really do around where I'm at dread summer break because they don't watch those kids. They turn them loose, and well, I'm not looking forward to getting hit with rocks and apples again. This time, I'm going to call the cops and I'm going to make sure that they do something about it because I'm tired of it. I shouldn't have to keep putting up with it because the owners of those that apartment complex next to me won't do nothing. But hey, life goes on. I'm going to survive one way or another, and eventually, blessings going to happen, and I'm going to pick up, and we're going to head to a bigger place. Oh Lord, no! If I spray them, I'm liable to get sprayed with other things. Cause yeah, them little boogers carry guns over there. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky, Duval. We really haven't made up our mind. We don't know, but we can't move anyway now if we wanted to. Uh-oh. Well, that's lower than you had last year, if I remember right. I think you had more than that last year. Oh no, no. I would come to New Hampshire, but the growing season's not long enough for me up there. And plus, the other half, snow is a no. That man don't like snow. Believe me, he don't like snow. Me, I want to make as much snow cream as I can. But yep. Oh, believe me, my adopted brother is trying to get. He's been talking us into trying to move up. Where is it? Wisconsin or somewhere. I'm gonna go. No, no, too cold up there. No. Oh, no problem, Beverly. That's fine. I understand completely. Now, I'm a Southern girl and I do like my winters, but yep, I've got to be able to grow things. I just want at least one day. I know it'll happen. I'll have 100 acres somewhere where I can have big gardens, big herb garden, fruit orchard, be almost 100% self sufficient. I'm trying to get to where we'll be at least 95 to 98% self sufficient. That way, I have enough land to where I can grow the hay that I need for the animals and also the feed for them as well. Because I don't like to buy none of that feed that they sell for animals. Oh my God, the screaming! I know what you mean. If we screamed like these kids screamed when we were kids, if we screamed like these kids do now, we would get the daylights whooped out of us for scaring people, thinking that we were being attacked by something or somebody was. Well, we really didn't have to worry about being kidnapped when we were kids. But these kids nowadays, it's some of the most blood curdling scream. And that's the kind of scream we were taught to scream, as a panic scream, like, yeah, something's bad wrong or something. And I'm telling you, if we screamed like they do now, back when we were kids, we'd be beat to death. We would have been spanked and told that we'll give you a reason to scream and cry. I mean, when I'm out trying to do videos or work in the yard and I try to stop the video in time or either I'll cut that section out because I'm telling you, when them kids scream like they do, the instant mama bear goes into effect and my hair stands up on my arms and stuff, and it's like, oh my God, somebody's being kidnapped or hurt. And I'm telling you, my heart skips, and it's like, what on earth is wrong with you kids anymore? And those poor kids, they don't watch them. I feel sorry for them because they're what you definitely call their food stamp babies, and it breaks my heart that that's exactly what they are, is food stamp babies. I hear these people talking to these children. It's horrible the way they call them and what they call the names they call them. And they kick them kids out very early during the day and they don't let them back in the house till at night. And it's really sad. And I'm telling you, it keeps me nervous over because first thing I think of is got to protect the kids. And I'm trying not to get too immune to it because one day I will be immune to it and something bad's going to happen to a kid and I won't know. Okay, sister, go on, get them calves took care of. We'll probably be here. It's not so much pent up energy. They don't know how to be kids. They don't know how to play correctly. Cause these over where cause I'm at family's house now, where I live, they they're not taught how to play. They cuss one another. The names that come out of them children's mouths, it all starts at home. All the home bringing's what it boils down to. They don't know how to play. They scream, they cuss, they cry, they fight, and it's like a cage match over there, but it goes on all day long. For a game of marbles, I haven't played marbles in ages. But no, when I was a kid, yes, we were told to go outside and play. But if we needed, we ate lunch and dinner and breakfast and all that. And if we needed to come in, cool off, that was fine. Not these kids. No. They might get one of those ungodly El Cheapo freeze pops once a day, maybe. You don't see them, being called in for, you don't hear them being called in for lunch or dinner or nothing. Yeah, it is. It's truly horrible. And it breaks my heart how these children are done because, in my eyes, you don't have children unless, you want to have children. And children are a product of love. Well, unfortunately, those kids over there, no, there's, there's no love involved. No. And it's just heartbreaking. And I try to keep as much of that out of my videos as possible. That's just like the video that I was doing. I posted when did I post that? Saturday. The herb video. That was the biggest fight breakout, and that was grown people fighting over a baby daddy. Yeah, I barely got to the video in time to pause it. It's ridiculous, and it worries me to death because they've got all these souped up new cars that I'm trying to figure out how they're supposed to be paying for them. Yeah, it was adults. It was adults fighting. Yeah, it was adults fighting over a baby daddy. Um, and them people and still like to know how they're paying for it since the government's paying for everything in those apartments over there, even the lawn care and everything. But they've got these Camaros and everything, and they just race and do spin outs and everything in those apartment streets. And there's kids playing out in the open and everything, and they just don't care. They have no care whatsoever. And it just breaks my heart because I know one of these kids are going to get hurt badly, if not killed. And well, there's nothing I can do about it because, nobody cares. And it's just sad. It really is. And that's why I try to be as positive as possibly can on my videos and teach as much as I can because I want to reach out there to as many people as possible and hoping to lift them up. But yeah, I try to video if possible early in the morning to around about 3 o'clock is when, after 3 p.m., stuff gets wild and crazy. Then they cool down for a little bit, and then I might could video later on. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy town. I'm not joking, and it's sad because a child is supposed to be brought into this world because two people love one another. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It really is. And there ain't nothing I can do about it because, they don't want to listen. I tried the neighbor, but I quit doing that real fast because, yeah, you only get, called derogatory names and everything for so long you get tired of it and you just don't try anymore. I've got to get on to the management of that apartment building and get them over there, and I'm gonna make them clean up my yard from all the garbage that they keep throwing over my fence. You know what I really want? One of those really loud air horns. That's what I really want. Because yesterday, when me and the other half came home, we were sitting in a car. These people don't care about no trespassing signs, nothing like that. This dude come up on a four-wheeler, which is illegal to ride on city roads down here. Come up our driveway, through our front yard, and back up the street. Hello, Multi Hunter. How are you doing? Good evening. Welcome to chat. Yes, I want one of those air horns really bad because you better believe I will use it in a heartbeat. I have no shame, and I will. But no, and he just came right up our driveway and right in our front yard. Didn't care not one bit. It's just crazy, I tell you, it's crazy. So, Lawrence, did you get to go naked sailboating yesterday? I had to ask. No, they don't. No, they really don't. There's still a few of us out there. What'd you do? Get sunburned? Or did you did somebody catch you? I hope you didn't get caught out there. Or worse, or even worse, sunburn. Isn't that a Kodak moment? Oh my God, that's great. That's absolutely great. I'm trying not to laugh. I couldn't help it. So, Multi Hunter, how are you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. All right, anybody have any gardening questions, or what have you been doing in the garden? But yep, got to find homes for those new herbs that I got. I'm tickled to finally get a hold of soapwort, and that was some beautiful soapwort. Two good healthy plants, so I'll be able to make soap that I don't have to worry about bothering me with, or have, in other words, having a allergic reaction to. Oh Lord, yes, I know about that Texas heat. No, no, I I was in, well, when family lived in Dallas. I was there for almost 2 weeks. Dallas almost killed me. As long as it's plants and it makes you happy, that's what makes you happy. But yeah, Dallas like to kill me. I can't go back to Dallas because in those 10 days when I came back and landed here, I ended up going to the doctor later on because it got so bad. I ended up with double bronchitis on the verge of pneumonia because no humidity. So, yeah, Texas is a no for me. I would still use Epsom. It's See, the thing is about Epsom salt, it's not salt at all. It's magnesium. And yeah, I would still, even because you don't know where that soil's coming from, I would still add Epsom salt because your tomatoes and peppers and everything will love you for it. The Epsom salt is magnesium. It's one of many elements that you need in your soil, and it'll keep your tomatoes and your peppers from getting blossom end rot. And they'll thank you for it, and you will too. Okay, hang them up till they, if you have a place where you can hang them, they'll be fine. I definitely will. If you want rain, you just got to be careful how you word it. Yes, I always, if you watch my videos, I add Epsom salt. I'm a firm believer of it. Now, don't go real heavy. If you notice, I get a handful and sprinkle it and mix it in and maybe do another one. But you don't want to go too awful heavy. But I fully believe in doing Epsom salt. Hey, Kathy, I don't have an oven at the house either. I have my propane cook stove. But no, David, one thing you can do, you can build a light wooden frame and put like screen door, the really fine screen door mesh on it. Try to get the coated, don't use straight metal, but try to get the coated and staple it. Make sure you pull it taut as you can get it, staple it around, put you a bolt hook, two bolt eye bolts on each end of the screen, and you can hang that screen up and you can dry stuff that way. Just don't pile stuff on top of each other. Make sure you give it room to breathe, and it's great. We live off grid. We've been off grid not by choice, but we've been off grid at our house for 5 years now. That's why I come to family's house so I can do internet and work in the shed. Uh, if I have to do a video that needs electricity, I come to the shed of many names. I'd go to family's house to make biscuits, or I fire up the fire pit and use my cast iron Dutch oven and make biscuits. All right, give me time. It's on the list of many videos to make. I still want to teach people how to make fry bread as well, Native American fry bread. Do the Cherokee version, and I have another one where pumpkin fry bread. Oh, it's good, and you don't have to have an oven for that one. But yeah, I'll put it on the list of videos to make because believe me, I've got a long list. Uh, I've still got to do. I know some people are wanting me to do more uh, all natural beauty product videos. I know Chuck's wanted me um, at Life with Belinda and Chuck's wanted me to do how to root sage cuttings. Okay, yep. It's on the agenda, believe me. But I'll tell you, I'm not getting out in that metal shed in 90-degree heat to film a video about biscuits. I'm gonna probably do that later this weekend when it goes to cooling down. Muskrat's actually really good. Beaver's better though. Yes, pumpkin fry bread. It'd be good except for right now because we're fixing to go into summer. It'd be horrible in the house trying to what I really want's a sun oven, but yeah, those things are way too expensive. Uh, there's another one I want to teach everybody. When fruit starts coming in better, uh, Cherokee dumplings in fruit juice. Ooh. Oh, it won't last long. It won't, believe me, it's not going to last long. This is dogwood winter at the moment. This cool snap is dogwood. No, not dogwood winter, blackberry winter. My gracious, I'm slipping. It's blackberry winter. Get ready because we're fixing to hit a heat wave and it's fixing to come y'all's direction. So don't worry because today we were in upper 80s. This past weekend has been beautiful weather wise. We're fixing to hit the 90s for the next 3 days, which I'm looking for it to change, but we'll see. But yeah, yes, blackberries are blooming. So are the wild roses. The dewberries have already bloomed, and I'm happy. I can't wait. Wineberries have already bloomed, and some are starting to bloom. But yeah, wild blackberries are blooming like crazy. It's going to be a heavy blackberry season unless we have a drought and it dries up the berries. But for now, man, they are blooming heavy. Yep, I want to clean up a lot of the back part back behind my garden, but the blackberries are blooming now, and it's like crap. Yes, my raspberries are looking. My one little golden raspberry is looking great too. But yeah, I've got trees coming up. The calendula has already started sprouting. I've got, oh my gracious, I've got one more. Looks like I can get away with one more flat of Rosa Rugosas to transplant out of that pot so I can start my toothache plant, which that'll be another video as well. I'll show you how to plant the toothache plant, which I'm really looking forward to having more of that because, well, I was a goofus last year and forgot to save seed because I was too busy making the tincture from it for toothaches, and I totally forgot to save seed, but I have seed now. And let's see, I've got the soapwort. I want to let it spread for a while before I think about doing any videos from that because got to use the roots from that, and well, that's going to kill the plant if I harvest the roots. I haven't got to read your email yet, and I'm sorry about that. It's been crazy down here. I've been so busy hoping to get a little break. Tomorrow I got to get caught up on mowing grass and everything. Man, that grass jumped like crazy over the weekend. It's what you get for going away for a little while and escaping. I'm not gonna lie, there was a whole lot of plants down there I wanted to bring home. Oh, there were so many plants because we can grow pomegranates here, and I found some, and I know guavas will grow around here, so I found some guavas on clearance. So I'm gonna try to see if I can grow those. I'm trying to catch up on chat. Sorry. HOAs can be a pain because they want everything to look perfectly beautiful, and it's got to fit in with everything. See, I've been wanting the pineapple guava. I haven't been able to find any seeds. But yeah, down there when I was at the nursery, all those quince. I wanted to bring one of those quince home so bad, and it's the ones that grow the quince apples, so that way I could make quince apple preserves or jelly again. I haven't had that since I was a kid, and oh, they had blueberries. I'm fairly good on blueberries for now till I can make room, and I can't do any Amazon shopping because I got a little happy for my Mother's Day gift to me, so I have to behave for now. Believe me, I know how that feels. I've had to do that 4 times in my life, just up and have to move and leave everything. It's painful. It really hurts. But good evening and welcome into chat, Jennifer. I'm glad you was able to make it. Now, I know Black's Tropical said there's a pineapple guava, there's a strawberry guava I would like to try. I know they'll grow up in my zone. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to make videos and teach people as much as possible because I want to try to help others grow and thrive and become self sufficient as much as possible. Now, if I was to ever win the lottery, oh my gracious, we'd be set on all kinds of learning lessons. We'd be busy constantly. You know this, right? Which I hope one day to finally get that farm I want out in the boondocks to where I don't have to worry about pausing videos because of neighbors. or screaming fools acting like nutcases in cars going down the road or trains. Once I'm not trains don't really bother me. I love trains, but when you're trying to make a video and the train tracks are right behind your house, it gets a little interesting. Yeah, I can't afford them. They're way too rich for my blood. Way too rich for me. I wished I could. Oh, I was going to ask everybody, did y'all see my post about the Lowe's Mother's Day plant giveaway? And did you go get one? I did. It was an impatient one, one little impatient. I was curious what everybody else got. Yep, I don't have that much, not whatsoever. Right now, what we have is got to go to pay for his copay so he can go to the doctor on Thursday. Oh, let me guess, y'all got oh, what's that other, the big orange store, home, as I call it, Homie D's. Okay, Multi Hunter, I hope you enjoyed yourself. You have a blessed evening. Take care. Yes, Homie D's. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Don't doubt it a bit. I would have to know, I would like to know the name of that cantaloupe so I could research it. Because if it's not an heirloom, it's a hybrid and a GMO bigger than anything. It sounds good, but I want to know, where it actually come from. Now, if it's natural, I'll be happy as can be. But yeah, no. Yeah, find if you don't mind, find out the name of it. I would love to research that. If it's a natural like heirloom, I'll be more than happy to grow it. I'm just really picky because they're starting to come out with some really nasty stuff. That's just like I wish people would quit eating those cotton candy grapes. Yes, those are GMO. That's when something is raised in a petri dish. Yeah. When test tubes and petri dishes come out, that's not natural. But I got my little impatient. I forgot to post my short today, so it'll be posted tomorrow. Yeah, they have heirloom black tomatoes. They have a lot of heirlooms. I'm trying to stick with just heirlooms if possible because I want to save seeds. Because one, they're starting to cut down on what varieties of seeds you can buy, and they're starting to get very stingy with those seeds in those packages. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me, sorry, I'm trying to get my notepad out. Message from the dark side there. Let's cut that one down because. We gotta keep control of Yoda. Feijoa. All right, I'll have to look that up. Yes, they do give you half. Because believe me, they're getting stingy. It's more about making the money and bleeding the people while they still have some while they're still able to be bled before people get too broke to do anything. Okay, if you're killing your seedlings, are you watering them from the top or are you watering them from the bottom? Yes, I've got a brainstorm on that one. Um, the reason why seedlings are the seeds of our poor quality because they're pulling these crops in too early and not letting them dry on the vine, letting the melons get completely ripe. And, because to save like a cucumber seed, you need to let the cucumber get completely yellow and everything. You have to let these seeds mature. And that's why people are seeing a very low germination rate anymore. Hi, hi, Rebecca. Welcome to chat. How are you doing this evening? Well, I'm gonna tell you, if they're little seedlings, always put the seed cells in trays that can hold water, but you don't want the water to, just float in the cell trays to float in the water until they start getting bigger. Then you can water from the top, but from you want to make sure that they stay moist but not, backstroking. It's once you learn the feng shui of doing it, you'll be fine. Believe me, I've killed seeds too. We're all guilty, and apparently, this is the year of resurrection seeds for me. Oh, that's wonderful. Eventually, I'll be able to. It's going to be a while before I ever can get a hat from you, but they are beautiful. Now, seeds are not going to be near as good as they used to be because they're rushing these crops in, and that's why people are having trouble with their seeds, their seedlings germinating, their stock being strong, and that's why I tell people you've got to start saving your seeds from your own fruit and your vegetables and everything. Oh no, I would love to be on the list, but no, I can't. No, I until I have the money in hand and I can afford it. No, I'm good. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it, but yeah, I don't want to do anybody that way. Make you do all that work and not be able to. I have no clue. No clue. They're in there dying laughing about something. I'm out of that one. Oh, really? That's wonderful. Uh, well, if I can donate yarn at a later time, that's great. Let me check on your channel and then I'll see. But that would be great. Because I'm not going to lie, it's going to have to cool down before I can wear any hats around here because you'll die here in the South putting one of those wonderful knitted hats. That's wonderful. Now, I'll tell you about the sterilizing of the soil with boiling water. It's a good trick, yes, it is. But you've got to remember when you do that, you kill everything in that soil, everything. All the good bacteria that needs to be in there, all the micronutrients and everything that's in there, you pretty much kill everything in that soil. And yeah, it shouldn't be weeds at all in it, but everybody's cutting back because they're knowing people are spending more money trying to uh trying to become self-sufficient, and they are just reeling people in left and right. Okay, if you want to put me on the list, I would greatly appreciate it. It's just going to be a while before I can do anything for to donate yarn or anything. One, I'm going to need to know what kind of yarn. Two, yeah, I have to wait till the other half gets back to work before I can even think about doing anything. Because he is still off work. And now I forgot, I need to announce that he has another doctor's appointment this Thursday, which we've saved up the money for the copay and the parking fee. Um, they're going to cut his cast off, re x ray the man all over again, and we'll find out if he's healed enough to go into some kind of special walking boot that's like an air ride boot or something. I don't know. I haven't heard of this walking boot before. And if he hasn't healed enough, he'll have to go back into a cast. But if he's healed enough for the specialized walking boot, then he's going to have to start the intense physical therapy, which I don't know how often we're going to be able to do that because that's going to be at least $25 a visit. So, yeah, but we've got to figure a way to come up with that so he can get the range of motion back in his foot. Him being a truck driver and it being his right foot, the up and down is going to be fine. Going up and down is fine, but the way it's broke, it's if he doesn't do the therapy, he's going to completely lose the side to side motion in his foot. And well, with him being a truck driver and he unloads and everything, we can't afford for him to lose range of motion of anything in his foot. So we'll know more on that Thursday. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Yeah, it's going to really hurt him. Now, he has admitted that the pain has gone down quite a bit. He still hurts. He's been weaning himself off as much as he can handle it from using the Advil. But yeah, this morning he woke up hurting, and so got his meds for him. and but the pain is decreasing. He said by over half. So hopefully he could start therapy, but he does not want to rush it and mess it up worse than it is already. Yeah, I'm worried about him going through the therapy, and he's also knows that he's going to really start hurting because of that therapy. But yeah, as soon as we know what's going to happen Thursday, then excuse me, everyone. Uh, Thursday's when we'll find out if he has to wait on therapy or go start therapy. But we want a confirmation that it's okay to start therapy before anything starts because, well, we don't want to make that injury any worse than it already is. I'm not taking care of that man drunk. No, thank you. Oh my God, he'll want to go to karaoke. No, I can only take so much stress. Yes, he that man, oh my God, he is. Yes, he is going stir crazy. I ain't gonna lie, cause one, he don't like to sit still. He's had no other choice but to sit still. Is now I got him up and moving around Saturday, but yeah, that was slow going. I tried not to be too rough on him because that's why the filming wasn't too great at the farmer's market because I was trying to watch him, make sure he was okay, make sure that nobody ran over him, trying to make sure that I got to see what everybody had and y'all got to see what everybody had. The juggle was real, let me tell you that, and we both laugh because well, he's Crip and I'm Gimp, so we make a good couple. He done pretty good. He didn't have too much trouble at the farmers market, but we were going a little slower, and he started wearing out on me at the nursery. Yes, that's why I kept watching him, making sure. That's why I told him, "Come on, let's go this way, baby. It's safer to go this way." And then I have to make sure he realizes not to get to going too fast on them crutches. He's not Superman, but he needed to get out and do something because yeah, he's really stir crazy starting to set in. But he had a great time, and at least I got him out. Poor guy, here I am, gimpy as can be. And he's like, oh, I don't understand why I have to sit while you're still going walking around. I said, because you haven't been using that left leg much at all, and it's not as strong as your right leg. I said, now just think about this. Your left leg now is stronger than what your right leg was. I said, yeah. I said, it's going to be rough for a while. I said, because you're going to have to build your right leg back up. And he just looked at me. He did not want to hear that. Believe me, it was more dangerous for him at the nursery than the farmer's market. But he done pretty good on the gravel. But I also was staying a whole lot closer to him once I got him in the greenhouse. The greenhouses he could, kind of balance between the greenhouse tables. But I'm like, going, watch that mud. Oh, believe me, I am trying. I'm trying not to be too much of a mama hen, but kind of sounded like I was when we was at the farmers market. But oh Lord, no, that means I got to push them all around. And see, at the nursery, I was pulling the little cart. Well, the big garden carts that they usually have in nurseries. Oh Lord, no, no, trying to push a wheelchair and pull that cart. I'm good, but there's limitations. Um, let's see. Let me get back with you on the colors because I need to see what the hats look like. So that way, because I'm more of a dark color person. But no, if I could get away with sticking him in a wheelchair, I would. But then that means I become not only the push mule, but the pack mule as well. Even though I would throw stuff all in his lap, but yeah, I want stuff to survive. But yeah, he was happy with the coffee. We have, and let me tell you, yes, double duty, double time, yes. That coffee we ended up getting, yeah, that was really expensive. That was a splurge for us. But let me tell you, that coffee's good, and it's bourbon pecan. It's hand roasted and everything down in down around Hernando, Mississippi. They roast the beans and everything. Okay, I definitely will. Thank you, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. That means the world to me. And I will, let's see, and I'll figure out some way to get you some yarn. Any certain color, or do you want like mixture of colors, or do you want solid colors? Because, yeah, I don't know a whole lot about buying yarn. But no, he's going crazy because stir crazy because one, he can't do a whole lot, and I've been having to keep him taking shots of molasses every few days because the leg cramps are kicking in, and it's because I know he hasn't been moving around much except to go to the bathroom and go somewhere here once in a while because we're used to going. He's used to being working, and I take care of everything else. And yeah, he doesn't do well not being able to do much of anything. Oh, he's drinking plenty. Believe me, I'm making sure that he's drinking plenty. What it is his left leg. He rarely uses his left leg for anything, and now it's become the hopping on leg, and it's he's having to work it more because he's a left leg, I mean a right leg person. So yeah, and of course trying to get up, moving around after you've had to be you know fairly motionless. Yeah, them legs don't like it, not one bit. Especially that left leg don't like it. But he's getting out, being more mobile. Of course, they're going to work on both legs when he gets to therapy, which I'm looking forward to therapy, but also dreading it because I know it's going to hurt him and massively. He's been thankfully been wiggling his toes since the injury, even though it hurt like crap in the beginning to wiggle the toes. The wiggling of the toes is getting better, and the sensation of feeling them is a whole lot stronger. There for a while, he couldn't feel his toes at all. So, thank thankful for prayers and everything because they have been helping out greatly. But we'll get through this, and he'll get stronger and he can get back to work because I know that's driving him crazy. The molasses covers the potassium, the magnesium, the iron, and a bunch of other ones all in one. Uh, we do like a he might I don't know how much he takes. I take a mouthful, not a full mouth, but enough to know. Well, it's time to swallow. Um, he probably takes a tablespoon or two. Yes, molasses is extremely condensed, and it's all in there. Now, of course, you got to remember it's got natural sugars in it too, but it goes into your system faster than taking pills or supplements. It goes faster in your system and has more potassium than a banana could ever think about being. And I'm telling you, it works fast. It's also good for tendonitis as well. It helps with the tendonitis. And that's why I'm having trouble trying to keep up with comments because a lot of times, one, I'm too busy, but I'm catching up, or my tendonitis is kicking in ungodly because apparently I found out that just barely tapping the screen to answer people aggravates the tendonitis like no tomorrow. So, and apparently the talk to text does not understand my southernese very well. So, yeah, that, and also it dissolves very fast in your system through your stomach and your intestines as well. And let me tell you, it don't take much. It don't take much. You can do it that way. Just gotta remember, and you want the unsulfured molasses. Just gotta remember, molasses is strong. But I just swish it around my mouth a little bit and swallow, and I'm good. Now, a lot of times when my potassium gets low, it only takes one dose once a week, and I'm good for a week. Hello, LP. How are you doing? Good evening. I'm above ground and doing good. Not kicking as high, but I'm still alive. Yes, molasses is a very old medicine as well. Arnica, Montana. Uh, I know which one that is. Y'all always get me with Latin. I'm not a Latin person. I wished I was. I'm still kicking myself. I know which one that is, and I can't remember it. Just tell me the English name, and I'm good. Trying to think on that one. I know it by another name. See, that's my problem. I know plants by the older names and not the. Well, I know Latin's the older names, but they've been changing. They've changing around the plants' Latin names as well, and what families. There's been a lot of changing, and I'm not liking it one bit. Oh, you're more than welcome. I'm happy to give the information about the molasses. Thank you, y'all. I hope y'all had a good trip. Yes, that's going to be hard on the body because you get used to going to bed at a certain time. You'll do it. It's just going to take a few, about a week to get over it. You'll get it's just like that time change crap they do to us. It's like right now, this is the time that I prefer longer amount of daylight. That's great. I'm happy to hear that because y'all needed it. Yeah, the muscle cramps, molasses will work faster. The molasses will work so much faster. Now, if you're diabetic, you need to be careful, read the sugar content. But it's a stronger dose of potassium and magnesium, iron, And there's several other things I can't remember, but it's amazing. Just if you're diabetic, you do have to watch the sugar content. But yeah, now another thing a lot of people don't know. I'm a I'm a heavy coffee drinker, which that's fine. It don't bother my body. But one thing everybody that drinks a lot of coffee needs to know that coffee does leach potassium out of your bones and your system. But as long as you keep your potassium balance high, you'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, the leg cramps, that the molasses is going to work wonders for them. But yeah, the Arnica Montana, that's Montana. That's yeah, I know what you mean. It's the one for bruises and everything. I had to think a minute. That one is very hard to grow in America. That one's more fussy. You want to get, there's another one, and I don't have my list with me. You always ask me questions when I don't have the list. And it's another one that grows perfectly fine here in America. And it's the second word I can't remember. Um, I had to think there for a minute. You stubbed me. Um, it just means I'm too tired. Um, I'll get back with you on that one. Yeah, I know it is arnica. It was the last word that was throwing me off because I'm still kicking myself because we're young and we're dumb, and then we get older and then we learn the mistakes of our ways from being young and dumb. When I was in high school, I could have took Latin. I wished I would have took Latin, then I wouldn't have so much trouble knowing the plant names. Instead, I took Spanish. Massive regret. Massive regret because the blood inside of me was angry at me for taking the Spanish. Not that the Latin would be any better, but um, it was torturous taking Spanish for me because I didn't feel right speaking it because of the history of what happened to my ancestors. It's a long story. It's just me. But if I would have took the Latin, I could do so much more by being able to read the Latin and the Latin names of the plants. That's just like, and the Latin, I've been trying to learn the Latin, but it's not sticking now, old brain. Yeah, my friend that runs the herb garden, she throws Latin at me, and I just look at her. I say, "Can I get English, please?" Or English for 200, please. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? Yep, you caught us towards the end. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I agree with you. The Latin drives me crazy. It really does because I try and try and it won't stick. Now, the old names for stuff, like the mountain names for plants, oh yeah, I got it. I kept wondering why I couldn't catch the Arnica Montana. And then I kept looking up. Oh my god! Oh crap! It's Arnica. It's the last name catching me. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. They, I try to make sure that my lives are educational as well as fun, also, because I'm trying my best to help others learn as much as possible. And I haven't forgot you, Angel. I will get on those emails about the pictures. I've been way busier than a person should be. But that's getting to be usual. But once the other half gets well and put back together and mended, it won't be, I won't have to be doing double and triple the work and everything. Because we used to break up. He would do the front of the yard, I'd do the back. But now, no, that's me now. I am so thankful. Let me tell you, I am so thankful he bought that self-propelled mower last year. Let me tell you, that's been a help. And you can always go back and watch the replay once we get done. Yes, I agree with you, David Gray. And then they sometimes you got your newer Latin and your older Latin, and they don't jive together, and it's just like, oh my gracious, what is going on? But yeah, if you would have just said Arnica, I'd been fine. But I'll look at my list because my list is out in the shed and I'm in the house. Um, and I'll get you. I'll, I'll I'll email you the name of the arnica that'll grow here in the states without any problem. But yeah, I was gonna get the Montana, the arnica Montana, but I was told real fast, don't do it. They're very finicky. They're extremely hard to grow here because we have too much humidity, and they're not happy. They're like more rocky, dry. And I'm like, going, yeah, no, I'm not building a rock garden for one plant. Yes, it's really good. Good for bruises, sore muscles, sprains, strains, varicose veins, a lot of things. It's really good. But I also found out that, which one is it? One of the herbs that I've got, one of the new herbs, also is good for that as well. But yeah, my grandmother mixed up a lot of things as well. I still got to get back and go back across the railroad and do a harvesting over there because I know I'm awful late to get but they should still be up. Get the toad shade trilliums. Get some of those. I still got to go get some of those pawpaws and bring them over. What's good with helping with sleep? A lot of things. Of course, usual chamomile will work. Oh yeah, I make lots of mustard. Believe me, I make mustard. Love mustard. Chamomile is good. Uh, Now it depends on if you're having, and you don't have to answer me on the live. You can always email me, Duval. If you're having trouble sleeping and it's anxiety or depression causing, I have a tincture for that one. Believe it or not, mimosa. Mimosa is very good for that. Now, if it's um, trouble from, let's see, you're having trouble with insomnia and overstressed and everything. Of course, valerian's good for that too. But I'm gonna tell you, valerian is nasty, stinky. It works wonders if you can get past the smell. Now, a lot of times you can get them in capsule form, but the teas works wonders. Only thing is, it smells like, so does slippery elm. It smells like gym socks, musty gym socks. Uh, let's see, the mimosa is really good. Um, and I said chamomile's always the go-to for everybody. Mint's really good as well. Let me see what else is that other one I have. Magnolia. Magnolia blossom is another one. I have some of that. And then there's one more. And of course, what is it? St. John's. Yeah, St. John's wort's good for it. And also, trying to think. I know there's one more. Mimosa, St. John's wort, magnolia, chamomile, mint. Um, Trying to go through all the tinctures I have. I know there's one more. Yes, patchouli helps with it as well. Then there's one other one. There's quite a few. You just have to be careful because some can only be taken externally and some are internally. Lemon balm is good, but you have to be careful. If you mix it with anything, it can make you hyper as well. A big hammer. But there's a lot of things. Yeah, I don't always trust them sleep studies because, well, I'm asleep. I don't know what them people's doing while I'm asleep. They could be playing those tapes while you're sleeping. No, no, I don't trust them either. Only way I would do one of those sleep tapes is if I knew exactly who was making it. Well, I'll tell you one that'll knock you out. Wild lettuce will knock you out. Comfrey, you got to be careful because uh, it's better used externally than internally because comfrey can tax your liver. And if you're diabetic or don't have a gallbladder or on certain medications, your liver's already taxed. So you have to be careful with comfrey. But I know the wild lettuce will definitely knock you out. And it's not narcotic, it's not habit forming, but yeah, it'll make you sleep. Yep, I know about the sleep apnea. Yep, my other half has it. I have to watch him every once in a while. As long as he sleeps propped up, he's fine. That's just like my other half. I could not give him comfrey during this injury, nor could I soak his foot in comfrey because I couldn't get to the foot. The reason I didn't use comfrey tea on him, one, we don't have gallbladders. Our livers are already taxed. Two, he's on the only pain medicine that has worked for him has been Advil. They're rough on the liver as well. So if I had made comfrey, that would have been just a little too much taxation on the liver. And well, I want to keep him alive for a whole lot longer. I'm not done with him yet. Chloroform. You're so bad. Hey, Chuck, welcome to chat. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Nana's Goodies and more. Welcome to chat. Or who's chat with y'all in? Everybody coming in all at once. Yes, you got to be careful with comfrey. It's it has some pretty good side effects people don't know about. Night owls. All the owls, the other owls are coming in. And also, everyone, please click like if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, it's not going to be too much longer. I'm going to have to get off here because I got to, what time is it? Okay. I had to look and remember where the time was on this laptop. Man, I'm sliding, I tell you. I'm getting tired. Oh, Chuck, did you get my comment response? I'm gonna be doing a video later this week, probably tomorrow. It'll post later this week about doing the sage cuttings. Oh well, gee, thanks, Chuck. No plate, no dinner plate for us. I see how you are. Fine, be that way. And I haven't had deer sausage in ages. Now you come rolling in, it's got me all jealous. I'll show you how to do it the easier way. No problem. You take care. I'm gonna be calling it here in a little bit because I've got to unload stuff from the car to put back into the shed of many names from taking it down to house sitting so I could make several videos. Y'all should enjoy tomorrow video and Wednesday's video. It gives you something to really look forward to. Well, tomorrow's video is what you need to be harvesting now. Wednesday's video is what you can be harvesting coming up in a couple of months or so. Good night, Tamara. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And of course, everyone, there's always the replay. And please click like on your way out if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Or click it now, whichever makes you happy. It's always greatly appreciated. And Tamara, I know your mom's going to get to feeling better, and we're going to keep praying for her. See, not all owls are night owls. See, folks, we come in all kinds of owls. Well, it looks like the rosemary I'm waiting to finish the video on. It's just starting a root, so I'm tickled. Cause yeah, you have a good night, Lawrence. Talk to you later. Thank you, David. You have a wonderful evening. And like I said, I always look forward to talking to everybody in chat. It's always fun seeing everybody, getting to help others, teach a little, laugh a little, have fun. Because it doesn't have to be dreary to learn information. I look at it like if you make it I mean, don't make it a circus, but if you make it more, not so much entertaining, but more lighthearted and fun to learn, it will stick with people better. You have a blessed night, David, and thank you for coming in the chat. I appreciate it. Everybody that spends a second, it's always greatly appreciated because that's your time, and time is precious anymore. I'm still laughing about that one. But yep, I did have fun making that video. I can't lie. That was just, the illusion was too great. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it a night. We've been on here 2.5 hours, a little over 2.5 hours. I gotta get some quesadillas made for us for dinner. I got to unload the car first, get some quesadillas made, and get busy posting the next two videos so y'all have videos to watch. Everyone, have a blessed night. Thank y'all so much for coming in the chat. I have enjoyed myself. I hope y'all have enjoyed yourselves as well. As you know, it's kind of weird looking into this computer screen. All the owls are now going to float off and have a blessed evening. I'm glad that you're having fun. That's what I want it to be. Like I said, I want to make it lighthearted and fun while learning, and not just dreary where people dread. Um, oh, hey, October Opal. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. Did I miss you? Or was you listening? But everyone, y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed evening, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Y'all take care and stay safe out there, and please keep prepping and stocking back. I'm not joking on that one. Oh, that's fine. I appreciate you just listening. That's great. Good night, Duval sister. You have a blessed evening and get you some rest. You can do it. Shed that stress off. You can do it. You're stronger than anything. Just believe in yourself. And if anything else, we'll see what we can't get mixed up for you. Everyone, take care. Keep on prepping. Stay safe and sound. I look forward to seeing y'all next Monday night. And you each be blessed. I'll see you soon. Everyone, take care.